Hey everybody, this is Perky of Perky Perspectives. As you can see, I'm recording. So this video recording is going to be slightly different from my audio recording because I'm not really good at multitasking. I think I am, but I'm not. And so I definitely was recording audio without recording video. So I'm going to just catch the video up, then I'm going to start recording both. So it's going to be slightly different, but it's okay. But I want to say thank you to everybody for joining the Perky Perspectives family. I'm so excited. If you would like to, please like, subscribe, and rate and comment to the podcast. You could do that through YouTube, which you're watching on right now. And you can also do that on the PodcastLand. And that includes Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Radio Public, Pandora, Castbox, ICN.DJ/Perky-Perspectives, Radio Public, as well as perksofwellness.org. Please go ahead and become a patron on the patreon.org/Perky Perspectives page. It's building, and I'm definitely looking to have more of a reach to anybody that's looking to support the podcast because I travel, I have my own equipment, I record from home, I do a lot, as well as events. And so I have a lot planned for 2020, and I would love to have sponsors. I would love to have people that want to be involved in a big way. So please reach out. You could do that on social media at Perky Perspectives, also facebook.com/Perky Perspectives, or you can just even hit me up through email at perkyperspectivespod@gmail.com. And if you want to see what else I have going on, you can always check out the perksofwellness.org and just keep posted with me because I'm building another business that I'm going to talk about a little later, and you might want to be involved in that way. So I'm really excited for everything that's going on for this 2020. And I want to apologize for my slight hiatus. It takes a lot to organize everything that I have going on in the back end, and I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to definitely be way more present this year because it's a lot to go on, and we have to document everything that we're doing, right? And so thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining the family. Thank you for being here with me. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen this year. So I want to first start off by saying, yeah, I'm back. So I went to Jamaica, and that was about 2 months ago, and I was out there for a full month. And that's really why I took a break, because when I got back home, I was like, I got a lot to do. I want to go out there. I want to buy property. I want to get involved with a lot of things. But I also realized that I started recording a little bit about what happened while I was out there, but then I didn't really get into it. So this episode, I'm going to start by getting into a little bit of what happened so that for people who are traveling and people who are trying to do things internationally, you kind of are a little bit more prepared than I was. And that's fine. I'm going to be the first one to do it. I'm going to go ahead and clean out some of the space for y'all, and we're going to keep it pushing, right? So basically I went out to Jamaica to get involved with the cannabis industry, and I didn't get involved in the way that I wanted to. But don't even worry about it because I will be back and I will be doing it, but it just will be in a different way. So I'm really excited for that. But while I was out there, I was able to record with The Real VI as well as Dame Blaze. And so some of those projects are still being worked on. Like I recorded some music while I was out there, and that is going to be mixed and mastered real soon. I also have a I have a poetry album that I'm working on. So that'll be worked on real soon as well. So definitely look out for the song and look out for this okay, hold on. Let's go back. So I went out there and I recorded with The Real VI and I recorded with Dame Blaze. I recorded music with Dame Blaze. So let's be specific. I did a song with Dame Blaze, and he was able to send that to me after a few weeks. And so I have some people out here that's putting it all together because the way it was sent, and now it has to be like centered and aligned and all that stuff that engineers do that I know nothing about. So we're going to put that together. And then I'm also going to be recording a poetry album as well. So I'm just trying to decide how I want to put everything together. That content is being worked on. And so, definitely go check them out. You can go listen to my previous episodes to see what that was about and see what we talked about. It was really heavy on being savvy in the music industry because a lot of people want to do music. A lot of people are artists. A lot of people are creatives, but not everybody is business savvy. And that's fine. Sometimes you have to stumble through it. Like I've been stumbling through it. And it's good because I'm really ambitious, so I'm going to continue to push. But some people get discouraged because they feel like, like I'm just not good at it. Maybe this is not what I'm supposed to do. And so this episode really is about staying encouraged and keeping focused and continuing to push forward. And so let's get into it, right? So when I was in Jamaica, the reason why I initially went is because there was somebody that I had been in communication with for about a year before I went out there. Going to Jamaica and staying an extended amount of time out there wasn't something that was on my radar initially. Don't get me wrong, I have always wanted to go and live outside of the country. I just didn't know that it was going to happen that quick. So when I went out there, I was actually pretty thrilled. And so I started speaking to this person before I went out there. They had their own business. From what I could see over the internet and from what I could see on social media and from what they told me, everything seemed like it was working out. They also were, getting everything prepared, getting the connections prepared and everything. So I was really excited. So I got all my stuff together on my end. I started packing my things up. I started, cutting loose ends that were out here so that I could really focus on what I was doing out there, and also took all my equipment. So that's why I was able to record. So the trip definitely wasn't a loss in any way, but I will say that, when I tell you, you need to pray, meditate, and do all that, cleanse your spirit, cleanse the air wherever you go and wherever you are, it definitely helps. Because I went out there and the first day was great. They actually took me to this really nice event. It was dinner en blanc. And it was at the Hope Botanical Gardens. So if you want to go on my personal page, Perky Sexy Cool, on Instagram, you could definitely scroll through and see some of those pictures. I actually have a whole bunch of pictures that I haven't posted yet. So I'll probably post those onto the Perky Perspectives page so that it coincides with this episode so you guys can see. And so that's at Perky Perspectives on Instagram. And it was just fun. Like, I was dressed in my white. I actually got my makeup done for free at the event. We had sparklers. There was music playing. I got to hear Caribbean music, but in the Caribbean. I was like, I was hyped because when I was not in Jamaica, when I was living in New York, I had dated a few Caribbean people. I lived in Flatbush. I lived around a lot of them. And so I was finally getting like a real introduction to the culture. But it's so different when you get to be out there, and that's the accent is the only thing you hear, and then you get to see the melanated people that look just like you all over the island. Trust me, I was thrilled. I was excited. I really, really enjoyed that event. And from even before the event, I met a few people that she was telling me about. I also got to meet a few people afterwards, and she really had me networking from the start. So I was like, okay, dope. Like, this is going to work out. The house that she had shown me and shown me video of and everything, it was real. It was there, so everything so far had been adding up. So what happened was one of the people that she introduced me to from the very beginning, one of the first people I met, they actually had hooked me up with somebody that was going to do my hair, but it didn't work out, the hair thing. But I'm so glad that I met the person, because basically what happened was she told me that person was a friend of hers. They told me because they asked to take me out. They wanted to carry me out. That's what Jamaicans say. And so they carried me out, and right off the bat, this is like day 3. Right off the bat, they were like, oh, how do you know this person? Well, she's my client, basically. And they told me about how they had lended her money. And when they told me that, they ended up letting me know a few other things that I need to know. And basically, even if it wasn't going to be to the extent that I took it, I felt like the deception that she told me, and it had to do with money, I felt like I can't trust you as a business partner if you're lying to me about money over things that didn't have to be lied about. It had to do with rent and, putting all this stuff together. I just added things together, and I was just like, because I even had questioned them about it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm fine. So I decided to not really deal with them in a big way. And because of that, some of the business that I went out there to do initially didn't work out. Thankfully, I still met some good people and some good things still happened, but it definitely wasn't the intent that I went out there for. But the universe got me. I went out there and I didn't have to be drugged through the mud the whole time I was out there. I got to enjoy the island. I got to go all over the place. I got to meet people. I got to see things that I wouldn't have seen if I would have never went. So I'm definitely thankful, and it definitely from me going to Jamaica and me coming back home, the type of drive that I have now is on a whole nother level, because Jamaicans, and this is just, I think this is island culture overall. But I ain't been everywhere yet, but I have been to Puerto Rico and I have been to Jamaica now. So I have been to 2 different islands. And what I feel like is that people that live on an island, not only do they have a different appreciation for nature, but they have a different appreciation for life, in my opinion. This is an outsider looking in. But not everybody has a 9-to-5 job. And some of the people that do have 9-to-5 jobs in Jamaica, they're not making a whole bunch of money. And so a lot of people have to be really creative in how they go about putting together their life, you know? And so I think, and then not only that, but like seeing how much it costs to do things out there. One, with my US dollars, I feel like I can really do a lot for myself out there, but I can have way more of an impact on the culture. And that island has so many people that look like me and that want to build and be great just like me. And so it just was really encouraging, because I was like, I'm doing good things out here in the States, and I'm going to continue to do good things out here in the States. But it really encouraged me to have a focus, to have more of an international span, not just have connections and know people everywhere and be able to say, you know, I know people out here and I know people out there, but no, to really be able to connect these dots. And so definitely was encouraged by that. I actually came back and I did not take back on a 9-to-5 job. I started to build my website. I used my degree, so I have a master's in social work. So I still use my degree to make money and to make ends meet. But now I'm looking at things that people were introducing me to before I even came out here. So I'm looking into real estate, and I'm starting my real estate business. I'm starting my For Us Nation. And another thing about the For Us Nation, which I'll get into, Marcus Garvey definitely is encouraging me and pushing me forward when it comes to my nation, because he like had that same belief, like we could build, we could be great together, and we have so many connections all over the world. Like we don't have no choice but to win. And so I definitely want to pick up where he left off. His legacy is great. So I'm doing that. And then another thing is I'm a business developer for the US Weed channel. So I want to talk about that first before I get into everything else. So everybody, cannabis. So like I said, I went to Jamaica to be a part of the cannabis industry. Things don't always work out the way you intend for them to work out. So know that if you're trying to push forward in your path and you're like, stuff just keep getting in the way, I don't think this is for me. Just remember that, you know, when you plant a seed, you can't just go and dig it up the next day and think that your carrot is going to already be full grown. No, you have to plant it. You have to love on it. You have to water it. You have to shelter it. You have to protect it from all the things that's going to come its way. And you have to be encouraged to know that when you go and you go to dig it up in the right time, in the right season, it's going to be a full grown, loving, sweet carrot that you want it to be. And so that's how I feel about my life and what's going on with it right now. I wanted to be involved in cannabis. Now I'm involved in cannabis and I'm involved in a good way. I'm making connections. I'm able to call people and see what's being done in the industry. I'm able to make these networks and make an impact where it counts. So I'm the business developer for the US Weed channel. And what that means is I'm making connections. I'm finding sponsorships for our events that we're doing. The first event that we have on the docket is a big and huge and amazing event. I think it's an event that we all been waiting for, once in a lifetime type of thing, you know. It's the 30 days of 420. 30 days. Yo, we got 30 days of 420, y'all. I don't even think you heard that. 30 days of 420. So what that means is every day is going to have its own new unique content. And so that means it could be a comedian, it could be a singer, it could be a painter, it could be whatever that we want to put for that day. And we're looking for businesses to be a sponsor for that day. Now, you can obviously be a cannabis business, or you could be a business that wants to get its leg into the cannabis industry, because this industry is growing. It just became legal in Mexico. It is working on being legal in other countries, like I want to say Canada. We just got legalization in Illinois, California already on the map. Whoa, DC. You know, I could keep going. There's so many states that are already opening up. Amsterdam, Jamaica became legal. That's the reason why I wanted to go out there. So it's amazing. And cannabis is finally getting the recognition and the love that it needs, because not only is cannabis like super dope when it comes to just relaxing you and lowering your anxiety and keeping situations calm. But the CBD aspects also have healing effects. It also has anti-inflammatory effects. And excuse me. And then we have hemp, which you can make anything out of hemp. You can make shoes, you can make cars, you can make rope, you can make anything out of hemp. So it's one of those industries that it's like, why are we just doing this? And it's irritating, and we don't have to go into all that, but definitely it's something that we definitely want to bring out to the world. So we have the US Weed channel, and we're global. We're on Roku TV, we're on Apple TV, we're on Vimeo, and we also have our own channel, US Weed channel. So what we're doing is we're doing live digital broadcasting every day out of the week. So you can send it to your own audience, and they can get the download, and they can tune in to you. They can see what's going on. You could sponsor it in whatever way you want to. If you make cups, you know, you could be the cup brand for either that day, your own special day, or for everybody. You know what I mean? It's definitely up to you. And if you already have a 420 event and you want us to come and do the media for it, that's something we could talk about too. But this is a big event. This is our focus right now. We want to bring in everybody that we can and let them know what we're doing and tell them that they can be involved. And it's amazing. So I definitely want to spread that to you guys, to my network. I want you guys to be involved in any way that you want to. So hit me up. You can contact me through any of my channels. But if you want directly, you can email me at perkyperspectivespod@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram at perkyperspectives, and we can rock that way. And I can connect you through the US Weed channel from there. But I definitely just want you guys to be able to find me, and I know this is the easiest way from this platform. And so, yeah, let's get it popping with cannabis, yo. Like, it's not just for smoking, okay? It is for smoking, but it's not just for smoking, okay? We can get high in definitely a million different other ways, and one is monetarily. Let's grow and build together on a global network, okay? And so outside of that, I'm gonna leave the forest for last because that's my heart, that's my own project. But I'm also the committee lead for the nominations committee for the Black Podcasting Awards. So basically what happened was, on Twitter, somebody was like, why don't we have our own black podcasting awards? And it was just like, why don't we? And so a whole bunch of people got involved and was like, you know what, I'll do this. So everybody was like putting they what do they say? Putting their hat in the race. That's such an old saying. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. But everybody was putting their bid in, basically, and they wanted to say, well, I'm an artist, I could do this. Or, you know, I'm a host, I could do this. And so a lot of people are involved now. And so we actually just had our first official meeting yesterday. And it's so cool because we did it digitally because everybody is in different places. So we have people that are in New York. We have people in California. We have people in Jersey and people everywhere, you know, and also outside of the country. And we want to make sure that the Black Podcasting Awards is not just for the United States, but it's global, because podcasting is huge, you know, and we want to make sure that everybody Black gets their chance to shine. And because we not no minority, y'all. We are not a minority. We are the majority. We make over 3/4 of this whole world. So let's make sure that we really love on each other and have a community that we can connect and build off of. So I'm the nominations lead. So if you have any podcasts that you want to nominate, and, you know, any shout outs, any new podcasts, any ways that you want to be involved, any volunteers, you could definitely hit me up, perkyperspectivespod@gmail.com. And what we're also going to do is satellites. So we could talk about that a little bit more, but definitely if you want to have your own satellite to broadcast the event, you could definitely hit me up, because we're organizing that and we're trying to make it happen. And this event is going to happen in September. So definitely want you guys to be involved and know what's going on. So hit me up. Okay? And so last but definitely not least, dear and true to my heart, the For Us Nation. So I'm building the website with my co-founder, Tahira, and we have so much in the works. We have business highlights that we're doing. So any business that's Black owned or an ally of the Black community, we're allowing for them to be on our directory, so that if you need some services done or if you need some help putting together something, you can now contact our directory, and you could be linked to some other people that's doing it big in their industries. Even if they are startups, they don't have to be a Fortune 500 company just yet, They might be a startup as well, but it's a way for us to network and build together. So that's one. And if you want to be on the directory, we're doing some complimentary in the beginning for the first month. So definitely contact me if you want that. But from there, it's going to be $5 a month. So if you want to be listed, you could try it for free for the first month. And then after the first month, it'll be $5 a month. And it's very small. It's just so you could be listed. And it's also so that we can keep it running, because to host a website, to host events, to do all this stuff, to have the material together, it costs. So, you know, it's to make sure that our operations keep moving smoothly, but it's a minimal cost. We also do business highlights. So if you want to have a full page that shows everything that you do as a business, we have some already up on the website. So you'll be able to see those. You'll be able to see the quarter pages as well as the half pages. And you can see the options and see in which way you want to be involved. And this gives you a little bit more space to have a blurb about your business and what you do, to show some pictures so people can see what it is you do, or to even highlight an upcoming event or an upcoming, you know, promotion that you guys have going on with your business. So that's one way. And then we have a marketplace. So if you don't have a website yet and you make your own materials and you want to have a market that you can put your materials on, but you're not ready yet for your own website, you could definitely use for us. We're here to support you and to uplift you. So definitely you could be a part of that too. And everything has a small cost, but it's really just for the operations, you guys. But what we're really putting together and what we really want to be full and whole for you is business development. And so we're creating packages as we speak. We're putting together some of the key people in our network and seeing if they want to have their hand in business development. And we're going to put it together a package so that you don't have to search through the directory to know how you could start your business, or you don't have to search through the directory to see in what way is the best way for you to market. And trust me, it's going to like siphon through. It's not going to always be the same people that we're using, but we're definitely going to have some core people that's on our team that's helping us to help you guys. We have a blog. So if you're a writer and you want to be involved in the writing, you know, every once in a while we might have an ask on what you write, but for the most part, it's creative to you. We might censor some things, but not in a bad way of censorship, just more so like, does it go with the brand? And if not, then we might just have it hosted on our website in a different way. So we could definitely talk about that, and you can reach out to us. That email is for us inc. So it's FORUS, 4 as in the number, USINC @gmail.com. Real soon is going to have a different email. We just haven't fully launched the website yet. The launch is coming up within the second week of March. So in the second week of March, we're launching the Forest page, and we're doing a big thing about it. We already have events lined up. I have some partnerships with the Compton grocery store. It's a Black-owned grocery store. Some partnerships with a Black motorcycle club out here. We have some restaurants out here that we have some partnerships with. We're doing events with. So we definitely have it on the Cali side. And in New York, we also have an event. So March 21st is going to be our first bi-coastal meetup. We're going to be doing one in New York as well as in California. So if you want to be involved in any way, please reach out to us. If you want to be on the directory in any way, just let us know. Our Instagram is also for us on Instagram, and that's the same way, the FORUS, the number 4 US. And this all is going to be in the notes, so don't even worry about it. But I'm really excited for that. We're helping to develop a business already. It's called Brazil in May. We're helping them get everything together as far as their labels, their website, their branding, the logistics as far as like how to brand and market their business properly. And we're also making network connections, because me and our co-founder Tahira, we have been in these industries for a really long time. I've done radio, I've done podcasting for a few years. I do social work and community activism and organizing, as well as she does the same thing. Like, and we do it in different ways, but we do a lot of the same stuff. So it was only natural that we came together. And so for us, we'll be coming out with his own brand as well. It's going to be similar to how you see Costco. You know, we're going to have our own brand, but in no way is it to take away from the other brands. It's just more so that there's always an option. There's always something available. And if you want to have your own For Us gear, or you want to have your own For Us soap, or whatever it is that we put on our website, then it's available to you. So we're really, really excited. Like, when I tell y'all, I've been up like one night, and here's the saying for you guys: it's better done than perfect. And the reason why I say that is that really encouraged me to just get off my ass and to just push forward. Because there's a lot of stuff that I've been holding on to because I'm like, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not ready yet. No, it's not perfect. And it's okay. It does not have to be perfect. It just get it done, because as you continue and you push forward, it's going to get better and better. And you're going to have mentors that come out and they want to help you. You're going to have people that are involved with you that want to see you do well. And so I just say, definitely meditate, definitely pray, whatever it is that you do to get your alignment together, get your chakras right, you know, light a candle, burn some sage, whatever it is that you do in your life, or do all of it, shit. Pray, meditate, sage, you know, go hiking. Do all of it, because honestly, it's going to make a difference. Being on that positive track, one, is going to help you clear out all the negativity around you, as far as the stuff that's in the air, the stuff that's in your mind, and also the people around you. Start writing down your goals. And this is key too. Make sure that you write your small goals as well as your big goals, because it's so hard to continue pushing forward when you don't get to check off those little things. You know, sometimes it's just like, you know what? I need to go to the gym every day, because when I go to the gym in the morning, my mind is clear. I feel good about myself because I accomplished something for my body and for myself. And now I have a clear mind to keep moving forward. And when you could check that off at the beginning of the day because that's something you wanted to do, it just makes you feel so much better. So like I said, just continue to move forward. Do what you need to do to be at peace and to keep your 2020 focus. And check off those small goals as well as the big goals. Don't beat yourself up because you're not at that big goal yet. See what you're doing along the way to get there, and know that everything is aligning the way it's supposed to align. And even when things don't work out the way you want them to work out, it's okay. It's part of the process. Like sometimes I'll be glad. I'm like, oh, I'm glad that I'm dealing with these scammers now, because when I get that money and I get on a bigger level, I'm going to know how to see them. I'm going to know how to weed them out. And I'm not going to lose on these big deals like how I did on these little deals. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Okay? So thanks again for tuning in to Perky Perspectives. I'm going to be doing these way more. Everything is getting in place the way it's supposed to get in place, okay? So we're going to have a lot more to come for this year. So please subscribe, like, comment, share. Definitely share out to your network, because I definitely want to be linked to everybody that's doing some big stuff. And like I said, you could be an ally to the Black community and still have, you know, some sort of input. Like everybody needs allies. Everybody needs a big network. Nobody can do this alone. But first, the key is for us Black people to get together and have our community together, the whole Black diaspora, okay? So whether you're in the United States or you're out the country, if you want to be a part of the Forest Nation, please hit me up, okay? And thanks again. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and become a patron on patreon.com as well. And hit me up in my DMs or in my Gmail. Slide on in, okay? And I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.